Hi everyone, Jessica L. Hansen, hypnotherapist in Wilmer, Minnesota. So today we're going to talk about some of that stress and anxiety that's going on. I've been having a lot of calls and a lot of new clients for stress and anxiety. So this is more for the people that have already worked with me. You're kind of familiar with the process of what we've gone through in a session, and it's just kind of a supplementary for you to use in those times where you need a little extra help getting through that stress and anxiety. So when you're ready, close your eyes and just follow along. So first, start by taking that beautiful deep breath. And kind of let go of some of that stress and tension in those shoulders and that neck. Just taking a couple deep breaths. And now only you know where you feel this stress, this anxiety in your body, in or on your body. You know where you feel this stress or anxiety. It may be your heart, maybe your stomach, maybe your shoulders, maybe your neck. Some people say it's in their head, kind of right here or here. They feel where that is. They know where it is. I want you to locate where this stress, this anxiety, this tension is in your body. And once you've located it, I wonder if it had a color. What would that be? The first thing that comes to mind, if this stress, anxiety, or tension had a color, what would that be? And if there's not really a color, just give it one, because this is just play. And you already know that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, and we're just playing. And I wonder if, now that you know this color of this stress, anxiety, or tension, I wonder if now you could also know how big it is, what size, how large. Is it the size of a basketball, a baseball? Is it larger, like a beach ball? Is it huge, like the size of your house or your vehicle? What size is this tension, anxiety, or stress? And now that you know, and again, if you're not really sure, just give it a size. Just approximate, just give it a size, because remember, this is all play. And your subconscious mind loves play, and it loves to do the things that you want to do when you play. So now that you know its size, its shape, kind of its shape and size, and its color, I wonder if for a moment, with your next breath, if you could shrink that size down just a little bit. So taking that breath in, and shrinking it down just a little bit. If it's this large, shrinking it down, and a little more. And now that you've shrunk it down just a little bit, or pretended that you've shrunk it down just a little bit, or if it has not shrunk at all, I wonder if you could begin to change its color. So that if it's red, if it's a large red circle or a large red square, I wonder if you could change the color to something else that's more comfortable, less demanding, less intense. Something green, purple, a beautiful yellow, or a sky blue. See if you can change its color. Kind of like when you play with the color features on your phone for photo editing, where you can change the color and the intensity. And if the color doesn't want to change, I wonder if you can make it just a little bit less intense. If it's a bright, intense red or green, I wonder if you could soften that color, softening it to more of a pastel red, or a pastel green, or blue. Whatever is right for you. There is no right or wrong. We're just playing with it. And now noticing, after shrinking down the size of this anxiety, stress, or tension, wherever it was in the body, and now that you've changed its color as well, I want you to refocus on that place where you noticed the stress, anxiety, or tension in your body, and try to find it. Now, for some of you, you may not be able to find it at all, and for others of you, it may still be there, but it may have changed, it may have moved. It may have moved from your head to your shoulder, or from your heart to your hand. It may have moved, because anxiety and stress and tension, they can move in the body, just like emotions can move like waves on the ocean. Our stress and anxiety, when it's no longer needed in one area or the other of the body, it will move to try to get your attention, like a 2-year-old throwing a tantrum. And all you're doing is changing your awareness, your perception of that tantrum that your body is throwing. Now, of course, if it were a medical emergency, you would know and you would take care of that situation. But this is simple. This is easy. This is non-emergency self-care. And now I wonder, since you've changed the shape, the size, and the color just a little, I wonder if you can change it even more. If it's still large, perhaps the size of a dinner plate or a basketball, I wonder if you could shrink it down to like the size of a quarter or a penny. Something very small and insignificant that you could carry in your pocket. You could still be aware that you have some tension, a little anxiety or stress, and that is healthy and normal. We all carry a little bit of that every day with us, each and every day. But we get to decide how large it becomes. If it's the size of that penny or that quarter, we can decide if we let it get the size of a golf ball or a baseball or basketball. For some of those times, we do need to be aware of certain situations where we need to be out of harm's way, but other times it's just a tantrum and we can tone it down. So I wonder if you've already done, by breathing as I talk, I wonder if you've already shrunk it down to something more smaller and manageable for you. Whatever size it is now is just right for you, and you can shrink it down even more. And I wonder if, again, you can change that color just a little more to make it feel even more comfortable than it did a few moments ago. Taking all the time you need in trance time to shrink it down to the right size and shape that is just right for you, so that you can comfortably and easily go about your day and your life, enjoying life even more now that you are aware that you have more and more control over these feelings and emotions, these sensations in your body, that you can say no, and you can tone them down, you can tuck them away, or you can simply let them go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and continue your day. Happy transforming.